It's easy to play with a guy when he's already got himself going. So it was just my job to, make it easier on him and let him play off the ball a little bit. That way he could just focus on scoring. Let me go guard the point guard. Let him go, just put his energy into scoring because he was hot. So it was pretty easy just to kind of feed him.
You can kind of see what he can look like, right? When his perimeter shots come along, all of a sudden he's splitting defenses and getting those finishes at the rim. Pretty dynamic player.
I think we tell him all the time that he needs to be more aggressive. He tries to play the point guard role, tries to get everybody involved, but sometimes it's a game like this where he can take over. So we just try to push him to be more aggressive, and 19 shots is a lot, but that's what we need out of him today.
Did you notice more so than ever before just the level of aggression, but even in his expression of just like how bad he kind of wanted it out there? Like, is that something that gets you going? Is that something you try to encourage from him because he's sort of a little bit more even keel personality-wise on the court?
Right. Everybody has their own motivation, and Quick is very, very, very calm, very chill. He does his little breathing techniques before the game and whatnot. To see him show emotion today, it kind of had us all fired up.
Your coach used the word consistent in reference to you. That's pretty high praise. Don't hear a lot of rookies getting called consistent. What does that mean to you?
That's what he preached from day one with me. Just if I was going to be in that backup point guard role, I need to be consistent in just my effort. Every game's not going to go great, but just being out there and giving my all, being out there trying to be a leader and just playing hard, I can do that. So I'm glad he said that about me, but it's my job to keep that going.
When you reflect on your progress that you've made from the time you first, threw on the Raptors jersey to right now, like what have you seen in yourself?
Like Coach said, consistency. Just taking open shots, making the right play, and just being a hound on the defense end. I think my season picked up once I picked up my defensive end. So, just the things that he's preached from day one, and understanding like those are the reason I'm going to be on the court. So just go out there and try to do those things.
But you did come in as a defensive player, so did you find something on offense as well?
The offensive side was going to come regardless. I think playing with guys that are unselfish and guys who give me confidence, like the RJ thing. Just him telling me to shoot the ball, that went a long way. I think being on defense and having the endurance and not just one or two plays, but actually just being solid as long as I'm out there. I think that's what helped me.
When your buckets, you kind of punched your hard left and a little floater off the glass. Is that something you're working on, kind of using your left hand a little bit, getting into the lane a little bit more?
Yeah, Coach kind of makes a joke every day that I don't have any type of left hand. So going left kind of felt good, getting a bucket there. Kind of want to rub it in his face a little bit.
Is it more just you have so much success going right? You're like, why bother?
Yeah, if they don't stop it, why stop? So I think I think everybody loves going to their strong hand anyway.
Coach talked about next man up mentality. What stood out to you the most from some of your teammates coming off the bench and really providing that spark in the second half?
Jacoby Walter guarded today.
Yeah.
He really played really good defense. Guys hit a couple of tough shots on him today, but he was there every single time and he didn't stop. So I think that was a really big emphasis for him today. And then J-Mo he's an intangible. You can put him anywhere and he's going to succeed. So I think us coming off the bench, even AJ, I think was plus 16. Yeah, or something like that.
Plus 16.
That's insane. He didn't have a point. Just being productive and going out there and affecting winning. That's what you're supposed to do as a bench player.
J-Mo said that he calls you guys the Triple J.
Yeah.
Just the chemistry that you guys have been able to find with each other. Have you found anything like that? I know obviously Houston, you guys were very close and tight-knit, but to just kind of come in and to just click like that, have you found anything in your experience of playing? And if so, what do you think the recipe has been for you guys, do you think?
I think off the court. Off the court, we bond, we hang out, and I think that's gone a long way because, me and Jacoby had an instance last game versus Chicago where we both messed up and we started to yell at each other. But, we didn't take it anyway. That's my brother. So, just being able to talk to each other, being able to learn from each other and just keep pushing each other to be better, I think that goes a long way in anybody's, just consistent day in, day out progress.
To follow up on that kind of back and forth that you guys had, it's just kind of natural, but do you think that it's a lot easier now at this point of the season because the trust is built to just sort of have that accountability check, whereas before maybe it's a little bit no one wants to say anything unless coach says something?
Right. Yeah, I think this far into the season, we've learned each other, and we've learned what we can and cannot say to each other. And if you see me and Jacoby off the court, we kind of get on each other's nerves. So that back and forth was 2 seconds of us yelling at each other. We both apologized, and then we moved on and we got better.
Very physical game. I mean, it seemed like a lot of fouls made, a lot of fouls not called, and coming in for a young team to manage that.
As we talked before the game, that's one of the best defensive teams in the league. I thought for the big part of the game, we did a good job of handling their physicality. I wish we didn't turn the ball as much. That's something that we gotta definitely watch film and get better for the next time we play those guys in 2 days. I thought that overall we did a really good job of getting set and organized and controlling the pace of the game there. And on defensive end, we try to be the same. We try to be disruptive and physical. And a big part of that, we gotta learn how to play physical without fouling. And sending that to the free throw line 42 times tonight is a lot. And that's definitely an area we gotta clean up.
IQ had that little run, kind of middle of the third quarter into the fourth, and just the level of command he showed. We haven't seen it all that many times this year for all the obvious circumstances.
Right.
What did you think of what you saw there?
Yeah, I think that he's, with every game, with every minute he plays, he's getting more confidence and more conditioning and more rhythm. He missed a lot of time, and it's hard for a player to find that rhythm in the middle of the season. And I think that he did a really good job there. That stretch there in the third quarter, he was our engine. He was getting us organized. He was touching the paint. He was scoring. He did a lot for us there. And what I really liked, he was really efficient. Everything came on the move. Everything came with minimum number of dribbles there. And that's when he plays that way efficiently, it's good for our whole team.
What did you see in the final couple possessions, especially when you guys defensively had to execute?
I think last couple of positions, it really came down to be honest with you, to our offense. I didn't think that we got quality shots. They did a good job staying in front of the ball and making it really hard on us there. And on defensive end, there were a couple of breakdowns in communication and something that we were supposed to execute. We didn't execute the best way. There with those, I think it was 5 seconds inbounding the ball. We had one time left, and maybe it was on me, but we talked about it in timeout. If you need to call timeout, let's call timeout. So just like when we get in those situations, how we recognize those moments and how to be calm and to make the right decisions there. And probably on that one, I failed today, my team.
But do you feel like those type of situations also kind of put your team in a position to develop in order how to learn how to win games like these? For sure. I think any time that we have a close game, that's a huge win for us because it puts us in a situation that we need to make those decisions, that we need to make decisions on a spot. Is that communication? It's not going to always be perfect, and it's not always going to be what we agree on. There's going to be some situation that instincts got to take over and that they got to make decisions. Is that on defense, sometimes we need to switch. Even we had a different agreement there. Like, we got to be smarter handling those situations at the end of the game.
Coach, how important was it to see some of your young pieces step up in that sort of next man up mentality?
It was great. I mean, all of the guys that came off the bench and played today, I think they did a really, really good job. I thought that Mobo did a really good job defensively today, come up with a couple of important steals there and a momentum plays for us. Jamal is very consistent for us now on both ends of the floor. It was great seeing AJ Lawson as well to get opportunity to play out there. So really proud of all of our young guys and everybody came off the bench.
Coach, how much of a problem did Paolo and Franz present for you guys, particularly as they made their run late in the game?
I mean, two great players, very physical, very strong. They always find an angle how to get to the rim, and they're big and strong, so they can finish at the rim there as well. I thought for the big part of the game we did a good job of slowing them down. I don't think that we did a great job against them in the fourth quarter.
Is there a Grady update?
Yes, so let me see if I remembered everything. So he got a little bit of a hyperextension of his knee, but that thing is fine. He has a contusion of his sitting bone, and he also got hit in his face, but he passed all the concussion protocols, so he's cleared.
Thank you.
Sorry, which bone did you ever lose?
Sitting bone.
Where is that?
You'll figure it out. Where is the sitting bone?
It's Damon Stoudemire, and thanks for watching the Toronto Raptors YouTube channel. Check out our latest videos and subscribe for more.
Stoudemire launches a three, knocks it in. Stoudemire. Yes! What a David Stoudemire.